Hey guys, this is Brian with another van build, but this time I'm going to do a little how-to vid on this whole entire van actually. The first one I'm going to do right now is a kind of how to design your floor plan and how to set a floor plan in to kind of build up from there, which is how I build my things. Right now we got this Dodge Ram van. Quite a bit of room in here actually. It's a 15-passenger van that a customer dropped off to me that I'm going to start this build on over the next couple weeks. So right now what I've got going on pretty much is I just took a little measurement of all the little cuts and everything that this floor plan will make. I've got 68 inches across the back side of the van here, and then 40 inches up until the wheel wells. So now the sheets are 96 inches by 48 inches, 4x8 sheet. So what I just did is cut this thing down to 67 3/4 this way. Now over here I'm going to cut out that little bit for the wheel wells, because 48 inches would come out to right about, here or whatever on the van. So now I need to measure out 40 inches, come across a little bit. So I'm going to do as much cutting as I can before I go and try to, test it in the van to see if it fits properly. What I got cut out so far, these little corners for the wheel wells, rounded corners in the very back. Fitting very well, as you can see. One of my little tricks that I have is cutting it in half, right down the middle, so that you can put one side into the van and then the other side in, and then bring them together in the middle. To attach these two together, I'm going to use this machine we have called a pocket hole drill. This is what it looks like. So say I want to drill one right about here, pull it over, drills it, and that's what it looks like. That's how you're going to be able to attach it together. Works really well. If you don't have a big machine like this, they make smaller ones. Same idea. Drill bit goes through this side. This is just a little handheld one, a crank jig. Super handy when you're doing van builds like this. This is what it's looking like. A little bit of space to work with along the sides. This thing finishes out right here. The black line is where the door shuts. I would definitely recommend doing that before you start building. Figuring out where all the doors shut and everything, so you don't protrude your wood into those areas. And this is exactly how those screws are going to work, as I said. So as you can see, I glued it here. Only have one screw in it right now. I just want to show you keeping it flush, and that I also made this line right on the ridge, if you can see that. You wouldn't want to put it right here in the dip part of the van floor, because then that would make it susceptible to a lot of cracking if somebody were to walk on it, pressure on both sides. So here's the second floor panel. As you can see, I cut out right here on the wheel well, pocket hold it as well. I've not attached it yet, and cut out around this little heater AC unit. So here we go. Here's the third panel. Cut down, only had to really make out that one little cut right there. Got the pocket holes right here. I'm going to glue the edge right here, screw it in. Use 3 sheets of a 3/4 inch birch, nice sound floor. I'll now have a nice flat area to build off of. So I'll use like a center line, I'll draw down the middle, and that's where I'll make all my measurements off of, because as I said, none of these walls are ever perfect. And yeah, that's step 1 to putting down a floor plan.